All right, so tonight we are doing a special podcast tonight. It's called Drunk Podcasting. And co-hosting with me tonight is the Fiery Luna. And then we've got Big Bitchin' over here, who is also known as Big Pimpin'. And she also likes to go by Triple C, who happens to be my almost 19-year-old daughter. And tonight we are going to do a special theme and a special podcast tonight on what girls like to discuss and what we will be like implementing in with our drinking and our drunkenness tonight, because we are going to be sipping on some Apple Crown Royal and some crazy mixes I'm going to be putting together tonight. And we just plan on just letting loose, and whatever comes out for the topic of discussion tonight. And thank you for joining us. I am Electrical Essence. We've got the Fiery Luna, and again we've got the Big Pimpin'. And we'll be back here with you shortly after we take a small little break here. We got to go take some shots and get a little bit loosened up and buzzed up. And we'll be back here just shortly, and we will go from here, and whatever we come back with is probably going to be some really girly fucking crazy shit, but stay tuned. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be back from our little break. We had to go take some shots and do a little mix, and so we are here back with you. And the topic right now that we are on is sex, sexuality, sex when you're in a marriage or committed relationship. We're also been talking about tantric sex, different levels of tantric sex, and also being a little nympho and being able to sexually satisfy yourself with another partner on a level that is so intense that it just knocks your sexuality to a whole new level, to where porn stars can't even fuck with you. Now, we have a Big Bitchin' over there. You know, she also likes to go by Triple C, but tonight she's going to be Big Bitchin'. And we've got the Fiery Luna, and again, I am Electrical Essence, and tonight we are doing drunk podcasting. And right now we're going to go ahead and finish up talking about sex and relationships. Now Luna here, Aries. And also, too, being very connected to the other side of the veil. I'm sure she draws in a lot of other energies and everything. I bet when she's having sex, other spirits come out and, like, take turns, you know, just basically tag team with her to be able to get that experience. Like, when she's in the middle of orgasm, like, okay, it's my turn, get in there, you know. And then like, as I was just like, oh, my God, yes. And then the other one tag teams in, and that one's like, motherfucker, I was just finishing. Well, I'm going to finish for you. So, anyway. Oh yeah, you know what? I would love to be a fly on the wall when that's happening, because I would just be like, fuck the popcorn. I'd be taking shots and smoking a cigar, some good old blunt, just be like, oh my God, check out these fucking spirits tag teaming her as she's orgasming out.
Well, the amount of fucking orgasms I have, I mean, there has to be more than one man at work, right?
Yeah, you know what? That's probably what it is. It's probably not even you. It's probably all the different spirits just, you know, just rode up on the clip, you know, just get, and then tag teaming it. Okay, go. I got her going. She's gonna get in there. Yeah.
One of Monty's things. Okay, so ever since I was taking my medication, a lot of like my sexual drive went wayward.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
So he was having a hard time making me squirt. And I swear to God, it's his goddamn goal every time to make me squirt. So I don't doubt there's other people out there that are like cheering him on. Like,
now, does he squirt with his dick, or is it with his like
everything?
Foreplayish?
I'm a fucking whore. Like, I need all of it. Like, it's more than just intercourse. It's about the mentality that he gets in, because Monty's a very he's one of those 1940s characters almost. Like, they're very gentleman on the street, but like freak in the sheets.
Like that Humphrey Bogart, you know, and just like, yeah.
Yeah. And
when are guys gonna learn how to just not figure the wall and actually find the hole?
What?
You know what? I know exactly what she's talking about. Like, just sitting there, just.
Right.
It's like, okay, you can come in now with your fucking fingers with your dick now, because your fingers have been fucking kicked the fuck out.
Right,
I know what she's talking about.
Much.
That's why I got my clip pierced, because I was like, you know what? These motherfuckers need a road map.
A
road fucking map.
That
and also, too, I need to be able
metal.
to get off in less than fucking 2 hours, because these motherfuckers ain't cutting it. That's why I had to get my clip pierced, and then, you know, it definitely
had
changed
to
the
do
game of
something for
sex.
yourself. Yeah, that's why I got my nipples pierced. You need the stimulation. You need that outer erotica. I mean, it's not...
And even the thought of it's sexy.
Right, exactly. Like, you went through so much pain to do what to your clit now? Like,
If there was no pain, it didn't even hurt. I don't know feeling. It was like a mosquito bite hurt worse.
Really?
Yes.
My nipples, the first one,
The nipples
didn't
are
even
the
feel
most
it.
sensitive spot you can get pierced.
See, that's why I pierced them, because they weren't sensitive at all.
Let's see your nipple ring.
You want to see my nipple
Yes,
ring?
of course I want to see your nipple ring.
I have a bar end, or well, not a bar. I have a clipper, and then I have a what's it called? Circle. What are they called?
What gauges are they?
This one's an 18 and this one's a 16.
You know, I've got all
I
kinds
like
of jewelry
the
that
opal.
you should look at. I love opals too.
Yeah.
Love them. They're very soft.
They're
stones.
very pretty.
Yes, and you know, I have a opal ring that's like a pink. Oh, I do. I love opals. They're my fucking favorite. Fucking favorite. Next to amethyst.
They just look so pretty, and they like complement your skin tone no matter
Yes,
what.
and also too, you know, you're very opalish in your whole essence and your appearance, anyways, to begin with. And and like an old soul, not a grandma old soul, but just somebody that's probably been here and always been here, like that grandma, that second mother, basically what you are now. You know, like that. You like not necessarily the direct parent, but always parenting type essence. You
And
know,
she's literally like the parent because everyone's like, Serene! Serene!
Everyone is always looking for me.
but you know, I don't know. When it comes to like your sexuality, you know, decorative, you know, and accentuating on that sexuality is definitely hot. Especially when dudes got their nipples pierced, that is very sexy too.
Oh, I love it. What they have the nipples pierced. Oh no, a junk piercing.
Oh yeah, that was good.
What is it called? Prince.
There's a
Prince Albert.
Yeah, Prince Albert's it's at the head, and then the
Yes.
Jacob's Ladder is the
The underside.
yes. I've never done Jacob's Ladders, but I've done a Prince Albert, but you know what? With a condom on, you can't really feel it, so I can't really brag too much.
I was
don't-
fucking irritated with this dude. I like the whole point of giving him a blowjob was to find out if his dick was pierced, and the motherfucker took it out. Like I was like, why would you do that? Like the only reason I'm down here is because I want to know if your shit's pierced, but you take it out.
Or when
like,
hot guys have their tongues pierced.
oh, I love tongue piercings too.
You know what? The tongue piercing thing. I mean, it doesn't do anything for me because a lot of times they still can't even eat pussy because a lot of times, you know, they're just like licking it like ice cream cone. That's like, no, you gotta get up in there and like lick it like you're just so into it.
How
you
do
know?
you
I'd
not
rather just
know?
be making out with them.
How do you not know?
Or where they're licking the hole and not the clay. And
Yeah,
your clit's
like-
and your clit's looking down at it like at the pussy with the tongue, and it's like, you know what, motherfucker,
It's
you
like-
should not do that. You get toilet paper, and you get washed, and you get touched and fingered and everything, and I'm up here
No,
just like,
no,
what
no.
about me?
It's like,
Up here
it's
stuck
like,
in the
it's
attic.
like drug.
Yeah, it's like, I need some cleansing too, motherfucker. Yeah, because half the time, a lot of dudes, seriously, like, there's more dudes out there that can't eat pussy, and there's a lot of dudes out there that claim they can eat pussy that can't, and there's a lot of dudes out there that are scared of the fucking pussy, so like,
I
yeah.
know. I
And a lot of
just
guys that don't
get
eat
it.
pussy is because they're scared of it. Either they're scared of it, they don't like the smell of it, and it's not even so much about the taste, because when you're in that
Yeah,
deep
you don't
erotica
taste
smell, you know what?
anything.
It doesn't even matter. I mean, it's got to be clean, of course. I can understand if it smells like some old McDonald's fries that's been left in your car for 5 days. I can totally understand that. But seriously, I mean, like, come on now. I mean, and we go and get down in there in your fucking cheese curdle shit. Actually, no. I've never said cheese curdle dick, but I'm just saying, you get that thought in your head, because
You
like
mean
when it
pimento
got
cheese?
pretty much, we put that shit in your mouth, and you've been scratching on it, it's been sweating away your
Right,
fucking shit.
you
and
damn well
everything.
took a piss 2 hours ago and I
Yeah.
saw you. Like,
Yeah, you probably didn't shake it all off, and I put the shit in my mouth,
like,
and you can't even fucking put up with a little bit of my clear juice coming out of my pussy while you're eating it.
right.
You know what? Fuck you, hold your breath and go down deep.
Eat that tuna.
I learned
Oh,
in
fuck that.
under...
I'm sorry, mine ain't tuna. Mine's like a little white rose flower.
Yeah, no, mine
I love my
doesn't really
pussy.
have a flavor.
I
Like,
love,
it's always been... They tell me it's sweet, but it doesn't really have a flavor.
and you know what? And a lot of times it depends on your ethnicity, your hair color. Like, okay, like blondes usually don't have a taste.
Yeah.
But if they do, usually it's a little sweet. Redheads, usually no taste. But I have been with a redhead that had like a kind of like a flowery after, like more of a taste of within the smell. And then brunettes are a little bit muskier, and it's true because especially if they're
You
like
know what? They really are.
they are. And you know what though? But being a brunette and knowing that, and also too being a bigger girl, I shave. Well, now with shave, I don't, which is nice. I don't have to every day. But back when I before my relationship and when I especially when we lived in Spearfish, I shaved every day. And plus with my piercing, kept it clean every day because I know it. Brunettes get
have
musky
to.
down there. A lot of times too depend. Even smaller built girls that are brunettes are musky down because a lot of girls don't shave every day. I shaved every day. I kept that shit slicker than a motherfucker. that fucking baby fat cat had nothing on this fucking kitty down here. Okay, that shit was like fucking popping and fucking straight up GQ and every fucking day. All right, and so, but brunettes are a little bit more muscular, especially if you're heavier or big, triple on the muscular. So, so like big girls are fuller girls or whatever, you gotta, keep it. And if you can't shave, it's totally understandable, but you gotta keep that shit clean, keep it trimmed down, take the scissors, clippers. Coconut oil is fucking amazing. I
tea
love
tree oil.
Yep, I love
Mix
coconut oil.
them bitches together.
Love coconut oil in my fucking kitty.
Yes, set for
my
life.
chocolate, I call it my chocolate cake, but actually it's got many names. But definitely brunettes are a lot muskier and Mexican. I have been with a Mexican, half Mexican, half native, and there was no smell, no taste. She was kind of a tall, slender. I think a lot of it too is like how you take care of your body.
It is.
Shower,
it's a lot of how you
and
take
all of
care
that, But and I've also been with girls where it was sweet and it was, redheads will always be my favorite. I don't know. It just reminds me of just eating just like that white strawberry. Blondes are a lot sweeter. Blondes have they put out this pheromone in their pussy, and especially when they've got like that pink pussy, it's definitely sweeter, and it's got a really nice smell to it. But sometimes some pussy has no smell or has that light faint, or even if it does have that pussy smell, it's like the pussy smell, nothing else tainting it, not sweat, not this, not dirt, that nice pussy smell. I smell like pussy all the time. I was like, oops,
Party
shit.
foul.
Yeah, total party foul. But I'm always okay, I'm good to go.
You're right. You gotta do the finger test.
All the time. No different. Yeah, all the time.
I learned how to eat pussy in one night.
Me too.
In
Me
one
too.
fucking night.
She's like, that was like your first time, you lying ass bitch. I was like, no, it was my first time. Yep.
Like literally,
Oh my God.
I did all the standard wrong things, which are focus on the clit. Like you're not supposed to do that for too long because you'll get them way too sensitive, and it won't be pleasurable after 20 minutes. And I swear to God, she had no remorse. She told me straight up. She's like, you need to do it like this. And I motherfucking learned. I was like, I am not going to be one of these punk ass bitches. Because all these boys, all they do their entire life is eat pussy to get pussy, and they don't know how to do it. And why? It's because girls would much rather fake an orgasm than get a real one.
Or not give them any direction.
Right. How do you not,
I give directions with my hand. I'm like, you don't have to open. Here you go. I was like, when I was younger.
Grab onto their fucking hair. I'm like, right there.
What I used to do when I was younger, I was just like, okay, this is not working for me, so I would just grab their head, okay, you're done. I would literally do your head pull, you're done.
It's over.
Or let me do you. It was either one or the other.
Yeah, because it's just too much work to sit there and watch them try to fuck.
Or they get that spot and then they move.
Oh God!
Why?
Do they know how to jack off? They know that if you fuck it up for 2 seconds, it's different, and you got to switch directions.
Or you literally made that movement. And you're like, okay, that's good, and they move, and you're like.
Also, why
see,
don't they know?
now that's a little bit of a mistake on your part, because then that's when you'd be like, oh yeah, then you're supposed to be like, okay, yeah, that feels good. So then they know not to move, but if you don't say anything, they're going to think, okay, that's not working, let's go here. But they can also tell too by the wetness of your pussy, because if it's not saying wet or having a consistency, then they'll change again. But you got to be a little bit more verbal, especially with a guy that doesn't really know you, in your pussy and how you are, but you have to look, okay, that feels good, or maybe, I'm telling you right now, you have to give a little bit of direction. And it's so much easier definitely to give direction to an older man, because they will definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, they're really thanks for the tip. Now I won't waste all my time tonguing that one spot.
Me, I'm one of those, I love, and I am very, focused and, anticipating all the pussies and everything, but, it's, I will spread that shit back and unravel that shit like a fucking banana and just, go at it. At first, you do really go at it, but most of the girls I've been with have been very multi-orgasmic, so that kind of helps, because I've been with mostly blondes and a lot of redheads, so that kind of helps, but...
I don't know, I don't understand, how... Because, okay, I'm a bigger girl, and I'm strong as fuck, and, this girl that I was with, whenever me and her fooled around, I literally had to use my entire body to, get her off, because I would grab under her and, lift her up by her ass and, go to town on that shit, and just keep her legs spread. And, that was a huge fucking workout. I would lift this bitch up and,
Oh, and mind you, Luna's, 4'10".
5'1".
No, 5 foot. But she's got an ass like Nicki Minaj. That's actually badow. She's a rising Taurus and Vedic astrology, so she's just built to last a
fucking house, a brick house.
Yeah, she's a brick house from the waist down. Hell yeah.
And
I have a brick house from all the way down. So is Cece. Cece's that double brick house with the double D boobs on each side. Hey, built to last bitches know how to last longer.
Yeah, and she was I don't understand how someone smaller than her can get her off then, because she needs that whole she needs to be lifted. Right, she needs to be lifted. She needs to be she needs to be held and turned around. It is really hard to turn around another human being. Like, it's
So
really
you just
hard.
how to manhandle that bitch.
Yes, like
I've never been manhandled like that. Would be fucking amazing. Oh my god, can we go and like do it like show me an example of that?
Can I make a video real quick?
I know. Yeah. Can you just show me exactly what you did step by step? Because that sounds fucking amazing.
Well, just imagine. Okay, we're I can't remember if I was drinking that night or if I was tripping. But I took her upstairs to my living room and I throw her on my couch and like she's told me like she has a hard time coming with people, and so every time we have sex, it's my goal, like, get her off, because she loves that shit, obviously.
A challenge. I love a challenge too.
Exactly. Like, I know I'm gonna get you off. So she's on my couch, and like when she's drunk, she gets sloppy. She doesn't like to put any work in. So I literally had to put my hands underneath her and like lift her. Like, she's not a very light person, you know. Like, that is a fucking.
What was her build? Describe her build.
She is around, I want to say 5'5" or 5'7", long brown hair. She's really slim, but she has a little bit of weight, you know, a little bit of chub, but not a lot. She's a bassist and a guitarist, drummer. Fucking God.
Oh, I know.
Shh, we're not gonna mention her name, but it's a human being, you know, and I had to lift, like, I'm drunk as fuck or I'm high as fuck. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my head, but it took such an intense amount of effort. Like, for 40 minutes straight, I lifted her hips up and had her, like, fuck herself onto my face, basically. For fucking 40 minutes straight. How many guys can tell you they can do that? Hold you up in the air and use you
and
like
any of you
that?
guys that can do that, just go ahead and like leave your number in the comments, you know, and
we need to know.
Let test ride that shit and see. So then that way we can come back and we can discuss it.
For real. I just don't know how she can sleep with people who can't do that to her. You know? People who can lift her up.
She's never probably been fucking Facebook like that before.
It's so sad. And she loves that. Like, she's literally, like, okay, we've made plans on 3 separate occasions where she's literally come to me and started crying and been like, I can't, I'm in a relationship now. And I'm just like, bruh, why didn't you tell me that from the beginning, you know? Like, why? Because you know you wanted to have sex with me. You know you wanted that sex. You know you wanted that pleasure. But no, you're emotionally involved with somebody else.
Bitches.
Bitches.
Can't stand them at all. Just can't. They're just horrible. Just horrible. We're horrible fucking creatures. And that's why we're the dark side of the fucking, you know, when it comes to, like,
For real.
And then the masculine energy is like the light side. Like, fuck you fucking light side. Because the half your light sides can't do what you can do. But the dark side, though, you know what? If you get the right bitch on that dark side level that can really do it, then, you know, kudos. But you know what? Bitches.
Bitches. For fucking right, yeah. Bitches.
You know, oh, just under thinking, you know, it's amazing how somebody that can embrace their sexuality and also embrace, like, their whole groundness into it, and can just totally just come completely outside themselves and just move forward and just indulge in their sexuality, and also to indulge in somebody else's sexuality, and, you know, and being able to be that tentative. I mean, that shows definitely that you're a giver, but it shows that you are a giver with women, and definitely a taker with men. And see, like, with me, I'm a giver with women too. I like very aggressive women, like, just like that bitchy fucking boss bitch like woman. Because when we get to the bedroom, no, you're gonna leave your shoes at the fucking door. Okay, and I'm gonna put the name tag on because I own this shit, you know. And
I'm the boss.
Yep. And I don't say, and I don't. There's no verbal, no nothing. I just fucking just straight own that shit. But, like, being with submissive girls, it's very hard, because then you gotta be a little bit more delicate. And then when you get with a submissive girl who wants to be that aggressiveness or that likes that aggressiveness, you know, it's kind of a weird mixture. But I like very aggressive women, because I like to be able to bring them down a couple of notches in that whole sexual experience. And
that doe-eyed look.
That, you know, I'm too busy with my headband to be able to pay attention to that doe-eyed look. But with men, though, it's a different story, though. Like, and then I know Shane does that doe-eyed look, like that whole, like they're getting ready to go fucking cross-eyed.
Right, slack-jawed.
Yeah.
And
the slack, yes.
With a glassy
yes.
eyes. Like, I swear to God, in that moment, I know what they look like when they masturbate.
When you're, like,
because
on
they're
top.
Just like,
Yeah, and when you're on top rocking it like you're in a fucking rap video.
I know. Like, I shudder to think what I look like when I'm on top.
I know.
I'm always like, I don't want to think about that.
And the bed just be rocking.
I literally have knocked Monty's bed off of those metal rails.
Yep,
like, just fucking toss it. Like, this is why I'm not allowed to ride him anymore, because it knocks the whole bed off. Like, I'm just too fucking strong.
Yep, same here. him.
I literally move him and the bed.
Oh, I just, over the last couple of years, especially with, like with being the whole comfortable on top, but a lot of it has to do, like, with my weight. When I'm at that right weight, I do like, especially if I get on top and I'm, like, really working on to be on top just because I want to get off. Just like the same way when he's fucking doing his whole fucking froggy doggy style, trying to fucking cut away and get off, But
I love that. Did you call it a froggy doggy
I
style?
like a froggy doggy
I know
style.
what you mean when you're like your legs are basically off to the side, triangular, and your ass is right there.
Yep.
That's after 2 years. I found out that's the way to make Monty come. Like when I want him to come, all I have to do is throw my ass back.
You know what I mean?
Froggy
He's very like not a little visual. I always came to high school a lot of times, but he's very like vocal, very like it's the sound. Like I know, like if I'm loud anyways naturally, but if I just kick it up a couple notches, and I especially know when he's getting ready to when he's just getting ready to get there, and if you just kick it up,
yes.
yeah.
It's funny what a couple
especially when you just want to come, okay, motherfucker, you need to come now.
Like,
okay, here we go, and then you can do the countdown, and then bam, yep, when you gotta just because they like to hear that. That's what they're especially if they're really into rough sex, and dominant, very alpha-ish, and very secure in their sexuality.
Monty's a Taurus, so he's
sex freak.
Sex freak
because he's all that energy from the Scorpio house.
Guess what he bought? Guess what he fucking bought? Oh my god. Okay. So I told Cece, I was like, I'm scared to go over because this motherfucker, he said he bought some toys for us, and I was like, oh Jesus fucking Christ, because he's like,
toys.
He's wanted to do anal for a long time, and I told him, I'm like, I'm never gonna do anal with you, like unless we are together and you've been with me for a couple of years, because I'm just weird like that, I'm all for ass play, whatever, but there's just some trust with me, but whatever, that's me, that's my own boat. But he bought this motherfucking spreader bar with cuffs on it.
Oh my god, no.
So it's a bar about this wide. Like, okay, and
that's about 2 feet.
Yeah. And your ankles go about I'd say like a quarter of the way in. Your ankles get latched onto there, and then your wrists also go on the same bar. On the same 2-foot bar. Okay, I'm a thick bitch.
Yes, she is.
Like that just getting in it was a challenge. But Jesus fucking Christ, was it fucking erotic. Oh, and then his dick wouldn't fit through the ball gag. Like, he got one of those O-ring ball gags, and his dick was too thick.
You be having some straight wicked S&M. Oh my god, we gotta get this shit on film and make some money off of it. Fucking sex.
He fucking wishes. It's taken 2 years just to get him to just to have sex with the light on. So I don't like it. He has to do it all snake-like.
Fuck that. I prefer the lights off and TV on whatever. The lights, if I have to, we've done it if we have lights. But if I have to do lights, whatever. But
it just doesn't, like me, I need the dark and the quiet to, concentrate on what I'm doing and, on them and blah, blah, blah. But he gets this shit, and I swear to God, I was bruised for, 3 days straight because that was so goddamn intense. My ankles were literally strapped to my wrists. I am, bent like a fucking croissant. Just fucking...
like Gumby.
Yeah, it's just fucking...
Frozen.
Spread and, stuck. And he had to hold on to the bar to, fuck me right. He's just... It was just really intense experience, I thought when he meant, toys, I thought,
dildos and some strap-ons
right,
and shit, yeah.
I was glad to see the spreader bar, but I'm telling you, that is such a challenge. When you buy toys for your mate, make sure that you, get their measurements and shit, because that was intense. That was crazy.
Better you than I, because when it comes to S&M, I like watching it. I like being able to control it, but I don't want to be in it. Because I have had, very submissive, very S&M type, one very intense S&M type girlfriend who was she liked to have the bag over her face and a knife drugged down her body. Oh my god.
I love that shit.
You're a sick bitch. You're a sick bitch.
I am a sick bitch.
She's all
that's so fucking
you know what?
hot.
She's lucky that I fucking love him, and and you know what? And it's probably a good thing that I'm in a relationship, because I would probably rape Luna in all kinds of different ways for about 3 days in my basement.
Oh my god.
Doing all kinds of experimental, torturous sex on her.
You're gone.
I just,
when are you gonna give her back?
Anything
Probably
goes.
flood out the basement from all the orgasm and the wedding and the squirting. You know what? It'd still be worth it. I'd
probably.
just put some goggles on in my swimsuit.
put on my swimsuit.
Fucking swimming in that shit.
I know, for real. Just pow.
We
In
have
the Mexican River.
Like, for a while there, like, every time that I'd come over to his house, like, the bed would get soaked every time. This motherfucker bought waterproof sheets just for me. Like, we would soak the bed every time. There was a puddle, like ankle deep in
That is
his
some
bed.
deep,
Like,
deep sex. That's like, that's
Yeah.
like a sexual experience I have not yet to do it. But
I swear, every girl can squirt. You just need the
Oh,
right
yeah.
guy to find it.
I used to make myself squirt. You know, I like when I was really getting deep into like learning myself. You know, like playing with myself and all that. Especially like right before I got pregnant with Luxana. But I have not really been able to. And I was very horny. I was pregnant with Luxana. That's probably why she is the way she is, and why her son ended up in the house. But you know, I was
All
very
that
horny.
energy.
But yeah, definitely all that sexual energy. But squirting, like I remember one day I had 2 calls in one day from my girl Julie and then Deb asking me about how do you squirt. And everybody always like messages me, texts me, Facebooks me about like sexual stuff, you know, but like squirting is like shit. You know, it's like I'm sorry, I do not have the textbook knowledge on being able to step by step tell you how you can make your fucking man squirt. But you know, I wish I did, and if I do, if I ever come across it or acquire that knowledge, I would definitely share.
I'm fucking telling you, dude. It's not like, okay, with me, I went from getting off orgasming once every time I'd had sex. And like, I mean, I've heard that that's an accomplishment in itself, because most girls can't even orgasm. Most girls haven't even orgasmed.
Now, a lot of them until their 20s, sometimes early to late 20s. I mean, for me, my first orgasm was at, I think I had to say about 21, maybe going on 22. And I remember the first time I started making myself orgasm, I was like, oh my god, what the fuck was that? I've never felt that before. I know, what was that? Like, am I being fucking possessed? What the hell? Don't get out of my fucking pussy. You know?
Don't look at me!
But the first time I ever orgasm was on fucking accident doing phone sex. I used to be real big into phone. Oh, I love phone sex. You know, just that whole, just verbally getting them off, you know? But, yep, and then... Yep, that joke was on me. So yeah, fuck you, universe. That was not cool, but it was cool. And then from then on, I was like, I need to do that again and again,
every day,
and again and again
because it
and
gives
again.
me a good moral boost. And the first time that I had sex, or the first time that I orgasmed was like a real like full body orgasm, was definitely when I first lost my virginity. I got lucky. Like,
oh, you fucking lucky bitch! Like the one in fucking 2,000 billion years. We could go back to Bible days and none of those bitches would be like, no, we don't know anybody who's ever had an orgasm the first time they ever had sex. But that's your mind. That's the devil. Aries for you here. Luna's an Aries.
Well, it's only because like, and this is why I tell girls like, if you're gonna have sex with someone at a young age, you should do it with someone who's more experienced.
Exactly.
Because he was 23, you know, and I was young. I'm not gonna say how young because you know that's illegal. But he was 23 and I was young, and
she was probably like 12.
No, thank God.
Well,
But just
14.
under 18. We'll just leave it at that because it's bad enough.
11 then.
And I'd gotten myself off before through masturbation, but it was nowhere near like the orgasm that I got when I lost it. Like,
no, see, you're one of the lucky bitches that can orgasm probably from fingers, tongue, dick.
Bruh, just look at my nipples and I'm good.
See, and I get off, and the only way I can get off is either
Just
by
say
like
hi to me.
I know. Hi, Luna.
Hi.
Oh my god, and then you got a towel. No, you know what? You're probably one of those bitches who probably needs to wear panty lines just to be on the safe fucking side.
Fuck, dude, that was my I used to sex people during class, and I would have to bring an extra change of underwear because I would literally get so soaked during my classes that I have to go change. I'm not even joking. It was bad. I had a really
It's a good
bad
thing
habit.
that me and Luna are in a gap in age that we are, because if we would have been friends during high school or early 20s, it would have been completely infamous. Like, for real. Like, cover of Star Magazine, these two fucking slut bitches.
Probably.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's a good thing I'm in a relationship, because half these dudes in this town would be like, oh my god, Luna and Melanie, and then Cece. Oh, you know, no. Don't even think about it, you dirty fucking bitch. She's over there. I saw the little twinkle in my daughter's eyes, like, whoo. Yeah, this bitch is a rising Scorpio. Now, Luna is, in Western astrology, I believe you are a rising Gemini. I'm a rising Cancer, so we got, like, water energy, which is sexual in itself. And then we've got that Gemini air energy, which is very mental sexually in itself, on top of that Aries sun sign. And then we've got my fucking Leo sun, Leo moon daughter who has Scorpio rising. And my other daughter is also Scorpio rising, along with my mother and my sister's Scorpio rising. We already know what Scorpios are about, especially when it comes to sexuality. So my daughter, I already know, is a big old fucking wannabe whore. I say wannabe whore because she hasn't been with enough guys to be called a whore.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Isn't the number more than you can count?
Yeah, that pretty much. But you know what? When she starts hitting into like the 20s and 30s, and then we can really put a label on it. But she's still a little bit of a wannabe
That's like the
whore.
number of times I've done it.
Yeah, I've done it, but not with men though. But
I'm almost there.
and she's gonna be 19 at the end of this month, and she's exploring her sexuality, which is totally fine, which is totally cool. But what she should know though, unless she's gonna fucking montage that shit, it is gonna be a little bit of a time limit before she really gets into that whole sexuality comfort of like, okay, this is who I am and my sexual being, and then you progress on from that. But I kind of love saying this about my daughter, but already knowing, and she's very open with me about her sexuality, which is awesome, especially with me being a sexual therapist. She's still got some ways to go, but she definitely needs to drop that little dick fucker that she's with. I swear to God, like, they think it's like a little paddle pusher, but I'm glad that she's exploring her sexuality, because I think that's one of the things that's held humanity back during these, especially this round on this earth, for everybody, because, you got the Catholics and the Christians and all the religion, like just putting restraint, and being in that age period of Pisces, which is hidden bed pleasure. So of course everything had to be hidden and secret, with your whole sexuality. And, it's good that she's exploring it now, because there's so many people that are mentally damaged. And I believe that like 70% of them, now this is a Melanie fucking equation, 70% of them are damaged because of their sexuality, or because of the fears of it, or the wanting to experience it, or the not wanting to experience it but was forced into experiencing it by those with the hidden bed pleasures, or priests and motherfuckers. And so it's good that she's exploring it now within her own control. And with her being a Leo, that's good, because Leos, that fifth house, they're very sexual, very passionate, because we make our babies through passion, we make our babies through that experience, and throughout that creativity of sexuality. So it's good that she's experiencing it now. But one thing that kind of shocked me just a little bit, but kind of shocked me, kind of not shocked me, I was kind of more expecting it from my younger daughter when she was like 14, 15, but with my 18-year-old daughter telling me that she, wanted to be a porn star, kind of shocked me, and I was like, a lot of that is just wanting to be able to experience. But if she can go into it like educationally known, and being able to do verbally talk to people that are diverse in their sexuality, definitely will keep her a little bit more educated on that level. But I am, as her mother, glad that she is exploring her sexuality. Just hope that she's doing it safe. And I do not condone like cheating in relationships or anything like that, but it's not my relationship, and she's considered an adult in the state of South Dakota, so I really can't say anything there. But I'm hoping that in her next relationship that she is a little bit more faithful, or it's a type of open relationship, to where if she wanted to explore that sexuality a little bit more with other people. But again, I'm glad that she's exploring it, and I'm glad that she's very mindful of it, and I'm glad that she's very open about it with me, because your sexuality, that's our whole humanity. That's how we create universes, that's how we create babies, that's how we like transfer and change and mold and expunge and bring in energy, like your sexuality is just like a whole part of your being.
It's
and
one
to
of the
ignore
pillars.
to ignore that foundation of your whole being, of your soul in the universe, because the universe was created upon sex, the sex with the energy of itself, the energy of the sexual being, and the fire and the lightning and the orgasm, because the Big Bang, that was just one big ass fucking orgasm, let me tell you, and an orgasm all us motherfuckers, okay, it's like bam, made like 8 million babies at once.
Seriously.
So yeah, your sexuality is important, and for you to deny yourself that pleasure, to deny yourself that whole creativity and your whole sexuality, is a fucking shame and a sin. And what you need to do is just drop your panties and fucking get to it, because you know what? At the end of the day, when you lay back in your bed and you feel satisfied, and you don't have to worry about the troubles and the negativity in your life, because you just had that explosion of the universe within it, it's just, it's so satisfying, because like, and for me, it's both ways. I can be regenerated and just rebirth and all of that through my sexuality, and I can be calm, I'm not stressing, and it gives me energy, or makes me, go to sleep. I can definitely be one of those motherfuckers where I fall asleep, you fall in love, so
sad day.
but yeah, I've always been sexually aware, but sex is a very beautiful thing. It's a form of a magic. It's a form of music that just
really
draws in. But you also too got to be mindful about who you're swapping souls with, because it is a very symbolic and it's a very sacred act. But but when you have like this meeting of minds to be able to change that energy and to swap that energy and mix it together, that's good, because you shouldn't just be out there just spreading your legs for anybody. But when you have that connection with somebody, and your whole sexuality just embraces each other, that's a beautiful thing, So yes, I encourage those, especially those in or out of relationships, explore the sexuality, be adventurous, be open, be just, even if you don't like it, try it once, try it twice to make sure, because it's very liberating. It's very liberating, and we're here on this earth for a very short time, so why not fucking get some orgasms in while you're here?
Exactly.
Especially before you get drawn down by fucking babies and all that, if that's your thing, but it's part of who we are, and to deny us that, it's like denying us of water and food.
Right. Yeah. I met this dude. I can't remember his exact name, but we'll call him Andrew.
Andrew. Oh my god, don't even say fucking Andrew. No Andrews for me. Andrew, you can take your ass home and your little dick.
Well, I met him, and he was, I think he was 22 or 23. And he was from Sioux Falls. And he came down, and, we'd been talking for a while, and, it was just a standard hookup. That's all it was supposed to be. So whatever, we're banging it out. Everything's great. And then when we're done...
Banging it out. Banging it out.
Scratching an itch. When we're done, and of course...
With that coke nail. The pinky coke nail scratching an itch.
Yeah, man.
Don't get an infection. He
don't get an infection.
He turns around, okay, and this is after 4 hours of fucking, okay? 4 hours, okay? He lasted straight. I know a lot of people are like, it doesn't count if you have to take a break, but they were 1 hour different intervals where we took breaks. But still, 4 hours of having sex didn't come. This motherfucker turns to me, okay? It is 8 in the morning. I remember because I was like, oh shit, I'm so tired. The sunlight is already coming in. It's already morning, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I had something to tell you. And I'm like, oh shit. I was like, this motherfucker has a girlfriend or he's gay. He's got a nice sized dick. He's average height, not hot, not someone I want to keep. Just someone that's really nice and, cute, does the thing. He goes, I was a virgin.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I was like, you're playing, right? I was like, that's a joke, right? I was like, you just lasted for 4 hours. What do you mean you're a virgin? He's like, no, really. He's like, the reason that I lasted long is because I know how to masturbate. And I'm like, oh my god. I was like, you did not. I was like, no. And he's like, what's wrong? I was like, are you serious? I'm like, do you know how special it is to lose your virginity to someone? And he's like, yeah, I know. That's why I waited. I'm like, motherfucker. I was like, this is not fair. You just lost your virginity. You deserve someone better. Someone. And he's like, but most people don't make girls come. Most people aren't you. I'm like, how can you do that? I was like, dude, you...
Well, you just took my virginity of taking a virginity.
I just said, right. I was like, you can't. I was like, that's something you share at the beginning. You have to know, this is wrong. I felt like I had just, robbed somebody's privilege, his first wife or something, And he's like, no, he's like, that was amazing. That's, everything I ever pictured. This was my fantasy come true. I'm like, bruh, you can't. How can you...
Was it my fantasy?
Right, I have never wanted to rob someone of their innocence.
Me neither.
Usually you talk about it, hey, I haven't lost it yet, but you have the privilege of taking it, not just boop, boop.
Right,
oh, I just lost it,
I know, and he became so attached in, 0.5 seconds. He was like, I just think you're so special, and it's okay. I just wanted to get to know you, and you just wanted to have sex, so I just wanted to... I'm like, no!
That's not how it goes!
No. You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm going home. Cartman, get the fucking popcorn ready because I'm ditching these bitches. Ditching these bitches. Oh my god, Andrew. Andrew, you need to take your ass home. With your little fucking virgin dick. Oh my god, you poor thing.
He starts giving me the sob story.
I'm not Andrew, poor thing, Luna.
He's like, I joined the military to get buff. I was just a nerd in school. No one wanted to have sex with me. I'm like, am I supposed to feel bad for you? I'm sorry, but your life is your life. I'm so sorry. I don't know what you want me to do. And he's like, I drove here going 60 miles per hour in an 85 road because I just wanted to have sex. And I'm like, bruh, and he's like, can I buy you breakfast? I just want to get to know you. I was like, no!
I was like, how about you buy me some peace of mind about you not being a virgin?
Right? like, Jesus, what? I was like, you can't do that. You can't just go have sex with people when you're a virgin. Like, no.
Like I said, you have to
It's supposed to be a moment.
Right,
A moment in time.
Moment.
A conscious moment in time. Be like, okay, I'm going to do this.
That'd be like, I lost my virginity and she didn't want to
Oh, no, he did do that, but just, not without
on his own.
But the guy I lost my virginity to didn't know I was a virgin either, so, I kind of get it. So, me and Tanya were talking shit about Andrew. I did, and Andrew too, but I was a smart Andrew. I didn't tell that motherfucker that I was a virgin.
Yeah. You know what? I often wish I wouldn't have said anything, because, like, the first dude that I slept with, he's like, oh, I've never had an innocent girl before. I've never had a virgin. Blah, blah, blah. And, like, I thought that was hot. I was like, oh, what a turn on. He's never had a virgin. He's never had anyone so pure, blah, blah, blah. Right.
And then he straight tainted the shit.
Right. 2 weeks later, like, after we have sex, he not only sleeps with this girl I know, but he ends up breaking up with me because he has to ditch town because he's getting arrested. I was like, you know what? That's perfect, because all I needed was for you to do something for me, and that's it. Like,
exactly. That's my whole thing. Me losing my virginity, it was like a conscious thought, like, okay, let's just do this. Let's see what the hype was about. Blah, blah, blah. And it was not what I was expecting. It was not like that whole, like, all my little slut friends were talking about.
Right.
But of course I was 14, so of course it's being a mental creature that I am. I was just like, okay, maybe I'll try a couple more times and see how it is. But you know what? We're going to stop here for a moment and take a quick little break, and we'll be back with you again. This is, we got my daughter here, big bitchin', big pimpin', Triple C, the lioness who doesn't like water, who is always trying to fucking cuss my ass out, but she knows I box those titties. And then we got the fiery Luna here, that Aries fire, that starter, that beginning. And then I am Electrical Essence, and we'll be back here after a short little break. All right, welcome back from a little break, and we are going to get on to the last half of our drunk podcasting. I'm Electrical Essence, and I have here with me co-hosting Fiery Luna, with Big Pimpin', also Big Bitchin'. I also like to call her the cunt, Triple C cunt. And oh yeah, I'm just gonna talk some mad shit. And I'd really love to call her Peaches. We're gonna have to do a little small segment, a little short one on that one with Peaches. It's fucking hilarious. And then she calls me Herbs, which is totally fine. But
hi, eggs.
So anyway, so we are back and we are drunk podcasting tonight, and we have been on the topic of sex, erotica, dirty, nasty, kinky, just the rawest form of discussion when it comes to just fucking.
Yeah.
All right, so again, Electrical Essence here, and we got Luna, and we're gonna end this, the second half of this, and we're gonna go into just a little questionnaire. I'm gonna do a little questionnaire here, kind of back and forth. If she comes up with a question, that's cool. But I've got some questions of my own, just kind of a sharing thing for, I don't know what, just satisfy my interest, and also to just kind of liven it up and just kind of see what's out there, kind of pick the brain of some personal information. First, I'm gonna thank you guys for being here tonight, and also to my co-host, who is absolutely amazing. I love her. She's like the ultimate of all fucking sexual creatures. You know what? I like to think that this person oozes sexuality on a level that none of us can fucking drink from unless we're already fucking prepared to die. It's like, do I want to die tonight? Yes, I do. I want to die in the orgasm. Kind of like from that Futurama episode of with the Amazon women, like koof koof. He's like, the flesh is or what is it? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is bruised or whatever. Yeah, I love that. But so okay, so here we go. We're gonna do a little questionnaire here thing. Now, the ages of the loss of virginity. We're going to start from the very beginning of the scratch of the purity. Of the purity. How old were you, Luna, when you lost your virginity?
I was 15.
All right.
So was I.
2 weeks away from 16.
All right. I was 14. It was November 23rd, 1990. I'm not even going to say the year because you guys don't even know how old I am. I'm 20. I'm 21 plus shipping handling.
Plus shipping and handling.
I was
5 payments of 1955.
I was 3 months away from being 15. Lost my virginity, this is okay. I gotta say this. I lost my virginity to, he was native, and he was fucking a sexy ass motherfucking native, and that motherfucker did not have a dick of a 15, 16-year-old. Let me tell you. And his birthday was February 19th, and the guy that I'm with now, who is Shane, my little soldier boy there. Well, I can't say boy, more of a man. Well, man boy, because he looks like a boy, but yeah, soldier. But his birthday is February 19th, so I lost my virginity to a February 19th, and I'm with the February 19th. That whole cusp, Pisces Aquarius. So yeah, I just had to throw that in there. So a couple months away from turning 15. But it was like a conscious thought, like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. None of my friends knew I was a virgin. That was a very private secret that I kept with myself. I'm a very secretive person until I'm ready to open up with that secret. I have no problem sharing secrets, but it's just got to be in that right mode and that right comfortability. So, all right, and then we got Big Pimpin' here, who or Big Bitchin', either one. I think in our next casting when she's here, we're gonna go ahead and call her Triple C or whatever fucked up name I want to call her, just to try to irritate her, which I haven't really hit any buttons just yet. She said you said 14?
15.
15. Do you know the month? October. 13. What year?
2013.
2013. And you said you were how old?
I was 2 weeks away from being 16, so it was March.
March.
Because my birthday is April 9th, so like 2 weeks away is 7 back. That's April 2nd. 7 back is like March 24th.
All right, and mine was November. All right, and the age of the person you lost your virginity to?
He was 23.
Mine was a year older than me. Mine was 15. CC?
19.
Can we talk about the person that you lost your virginity to being
transgender?
Yeah, if you want to. I think this is a whole new level of transgender.
Or pre-T.
And he was white. The race of yours?
White.
Yeah, mine was native. Yeah.
MMA fighter.
Gangster.
Sexy ass.
Yeah, mine too. Sexy as a motherfucker. I swear to God, you Montlows, you guys produce some fucking sexy ass motherfucking babies, male and female. Let me tell you. Okay. Mine was I lost my virginity listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony, Thug and Ruggish Bone,
nice.
All that. Yes, it was very nice. Second question. Now, the age when you had your... Well, we can't even ask Luna because this fucking lucky-ass bitch who I should fucking toss out the window. Orgasm, the first time she ever had sex. And, this is a topic that we're going to actually discuss again because we really need to get to the depths of this. Because, some people need to know this fucking secret, especially little virgins out there. How in the fuck can you be a teenager that age... First time having sex, having an orgasm. That Clay must have been like, yep, ready to go, let's do this shit. It's been preparing since birth. It's just been rubbing itself, just like waiting for that fucking climax.
It's like, we don't need to put you back in the womb.
We can't even be fucking friends anymore. This bitch needs to get out my house. Needs to get out my fucking house. For real. Because that's not even fair. That is, blessed not even the word. This is not even the fucking word. This is the Kundalini fucking... The root chakra fucking mass. For real, going into having sex the night of your virginity, losing it, you must have been like chakra aligned to the fucking root there in the hips. Bam! Ready to go. You fucking dirty ass fucking lucky bitch.
Me and my polka dot underwear.
The first of the first. Aries, here we go. First of the first. You know what? That's not even cool. Not even fucking cool. CC, now we're talking about...
Orgasms.
We're going to skip CC. So with me, I had to say about... I was 21. First time I had that full, there was one that before that was like, holy shit, what the fuck? But about 21, and and when you first have that orgasm, when you realize that have that orgasm, it's just no. Oh, I have to go back. That was my first self-orgasm. The first orgasm I ever had was when I was 20 with this guy named Daniel. He went by Detroit. White dude, grew up in black. He's one of those white dudes that talks black, sounds black, has all half black children, only deals with black, whatever. I just have to put this out there, and Daniel, if you're ever listening, you know what? You just mute your ears over this, but I have to say it. I just have to fucking say it. I have to express on it. I don't give a fuck. You know what they say? They say about the size, it is not the matter, or the matter, how's that go? The size doesn't matter, it's the motion of the ocean and the sail of the boat.
Yeah.
Well, this motherfucker had not the biggest dick.
It's not the size, it's the performance?
Something on that level. No, not necessarily the smallest, because there's been some small ones there where I should fucking write it down in the fucking history book of the Melanie Guinness Book of World Records of sexuality and dicks and pussies. But, it's kind of like, it just reminded me of a hot dog, but, older guys, like 7, 8 years older than me, but, you know what, that motherfucker just rocked it just right, the first time I had an orgasm, I remember coming out the room like, wait a minute, was that an orgasm? Did I have an orgasm? I think that was a fucking orgasm, so, I was like, damn, but, but he had been working on it there for a while, a lot of times having sex, but, yeah, and it was so Those of you, just so you know, to have an orgasm, especially there's 3 different types of orgasms. You get your G-spot orgasm,
Yes.
which is about 2 inches in with your fingers.
It lasts about 15 minutes.
If you're lucky enough to be fucking Luna, this fucking Kundalini bitch over here. And then you got your G-spot, or that G-spot, then you got your clit orgasm, which is the outside stimulation because your clit has more nerve endings in it than your whole entire body combined.
That's about 20 minutes.
And then you have the ultimate of the double vaginal orgasm.
Yes.
Wait. I'm sorry, let me correct myself. Not a double, that would be the 4th one. The 3rd one would be the vaginal orgasm, to where you just fucking, where you just fuck the whiteness out, and it's just all raw. And then your pussy gets so fucking tight that it sucks in the dick and it just grabs onto it like death grip.
That's
and
about an hour.
It wants to squeeze the fucking life out of the fucking dick, and the dude's like butt cheeks fucking suckle into the fucking pussy. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Because it's just like, you just been fucking just so raw, and your pussy's like, man, I need a drink.
I need more.
Can I have a sip of that fucking whatever that is sitting over there on the side table, because I need some fucking drink. It's so fucking raw. It's like that raw, just like, where just you feel your pussy just
your soul leaves your body.
Yeah, you just feel your pussy grow a hand and just grab on the dick and just hold on to it dear life as if you're falling off a fucking cliff. Your cliffhanger holding on to Sylvester Stallone's hand. That's your pussy. That's that vaginal orgasm, to where it's just like, it's so intensified. It's just like, I have once, but I didn't actually get to have the full climax of that. But that was pretty fucking intense, especially when you notice your fucking pussy just grabbing onto a fucking dick. Like, that's
like a lifeline.
Yeah, like a lifeline. Like, motherfucker, I'm gonna die if I don't have you. You need to get, like I said, butt cheeks sucking in. So you got your clit, your G-spot, and your vaginal orgasm, and then you have the 4th one, which is like the ultimate of the 2 of the clit and the vaginal orgasm. That's kind of like, a lot of you girls have done it with a dildo or with the rabbit, where it's like stimulating the clit and then it's in the pussy at the same time.
Or a man, if you're lucky enough.
and then of course, there are other little G-spot areas in your pussy, like they call,
of course, there are.
They label them like A, B, C, D. I was with this one chick. Well, first I was with her husband. They're swingers. I swear, she had the most smallest little, itty bitty, cute little pussy I've ever seen. Just the prettiest little tiny pussy. I swear to God, this pussy was probably only like an inch and a half in size. She was like 5 foot, double D titties, never had children. She was very curvy. She was slipping on the couch, in the corner of the couch, like a little naughty librarian. I swear to God, this bitch looked like a little librarian that's never had sex ever in her life, but little did you know that she would tear your ass up and eat your fucking soul, and then fucking spit that shit out to fucking out her clit, and then be like, BAM! And then fuck it again. Yep, just start fucking again. And she got off on her most sensitive spot that made her orgasm was like outside the lining, kind of right towards as you're coming out of the pussy, right there on those lips. She was actually quite interesting. She was fun. And her husband, who me and him had been talking for like a year before we even hooked up, and being that swinger couple, he was like invited me over, to have a little play date with his wife, and she's like 5'1". We're talking like double deep titties, little tiny itty bitty little feet. She was curvy at the time. She had put on a little bit of weight, but she was perfect. We're talking like 5 foot, maybe like 150, 60 pounds, just curvy in all the right fucking areas. Blonde hair, little glasses, very soft spoken, didn't speak too much. That bitch was fucking so goddamn dirty. I had to take 10 showers when I got home, and it was fucking just so worth it. Just oh my God, just bam. Oh, loved it. I mean, she just, the whole experience. It was a whole new experience. So, anyways, we're talking about G-spots. So, so she had her little preference of G-spots. Everybody has their preference of how they like to get off. We all have that one preference of that go-to, this is how you get me off. But, it's always nice to explore to see other ways of getting off. I generally get off with clit stimulation. Have not actually gotten off on that G-spot deep in there unless like a rabbit dildo.
You know what works? The dicks that are crooked.
Those are so fucking nice.
Yes.
I do it doggy style. You feel like your head's gonna fucking explode.
Crooked dicks are the best. I don't know why boys worry about them being perfectly symmetrical, because the crooked dicks they stay stuck in that one upward position.
Just rubbing it I'm knocking, can I please come in?
Yes, fucking knocking on that door the whole time.
Yeah. So the size does not matter unless you know how to fucking work it. And you guys out there that got the little dicks, you just gotta be able to have stamina. Stamina is the fucking key, especially if you got a little dick. And if you got a big dick, let me tell you something, you big dick motherfuckers. I've been with a few of you. I am a chocolate girl who likes, I like white. I do. I'm all into the cream. So, of course, being into white guys, I've been with a lot of little dicks. medium-sized dicks, and even littler dicks, and disappearing fucking dicks. I have been with more small guys than I have big guys. So, but the big guys I have been with, especially Luxana's daddy, who has a very beautiful fucking 10-inch fucking cock. Max, your dick is fucking beautiful. But you need to, like, kind of learn how to work at it. Maybe all that time in prison, you know, you weren't able to really perfect on how hitting the pussy just right with everything else, you know.
Hitting that ass.
Shut up. Oh my God, we're not even going to go there. But you know what? So a lot of you guys that have big dicks, and you know you have big dicks, because you know you guys will be watching the porn and like sizing it up and measuring and shit. A lot of you motherfuckers that got big dicks don't know how to use it because you think you can get up in there and just start knocking down walls like a fucking like Demolition Man.
Right,
I'm sorry,
it's
that's
not the Demolition.
No, it's all about the rhythm. It's all about the fucking chemistry. It's all about that. Yeah, you can't just slam it in there. You gotta play with it. You gotta toy around.
Yes.
You gotta navigate. You gotta go on a search.
Shadows.
You know, you're out there. You know, just searching for those lost that orgasm lost in the fucking woods. You know, so get up in there and just.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that doesn't do it. After a while, it's either painful or annoying or get the fuck off me. Because I'm one of those bitches that will start kicking you out my fucking bed. So all you guys with the big dicks out there, you need to learn how to ease in there softly. You need to learn how to fucking work it. Yeah, if you want to work it, you know, like that roughness, you got to know how to work it just right. But a lot of you big dick motherfuckers think just because you have a big dick, you don't need to put any effort into it. Let me tell you something. Think again, because all of the bitches are clowning your fucking asses. Now, you big motherfuckers, I do know how to work it. Kudos. Middle from me and Luna, because you motherfuckers with the big ass dicks, I know how to fucking work it and chalk it and lift it and work it down all the way down to the fucking ground and then back up to the fucking attic again. Kudos, because you know you took some time to actually learn how to work your way around that fucking pussy. And not just pussy, but pussies, because all pussies are different.
For fucking real, every pussy has a different cheese bud. Every single one of them. Yeah. They all have different ways that they like to get off.
So you got some with walls, no walls, actual wetness, no wetness. You gotta get it wet. You gotta fucking... Oh, and for you motherfuckers that spit on it, shame on you. Maybe some of you bitches like that because it's like that dirty porn style shit, but please, 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 please don't put your spit in my fucking pussy. My pussy's like... My kitty's like, motherfucker, I will scratch your fucking urethra out if you fucking think that you're gonna put that in me. You better wash that shit off and try it again, motherfucker. Round 2. So, anyways, but you know, it's all pussies are different, you know, and they're so special, so sacred. So, you know, it's just like, you just gotta get up in there, and each woman is different. You gotta learn how to work it and how hip. And for those of you guys that got those dead fish bitches that just lay there and just like you work at it, you know, and especially the ones that don't moan or don't.
I call that a seesaw.
A seesaw.
That's what it looks like. It looks like just the dude going in and out, in and out, in and out, and she's just laying there like.
Those must be the bitches that have like next to no walls, or their walls are like, I don't know, tripping on acid, and they don't know if they're melting or coming or going. They're like, woo,
like,
woo.
whatever.
You know?
This is okay. It just means I get to be your girlfriend.
Like throwing a fucking a fucking whole trail of fucking barbecue hot dogs down the fucking wall, hoping to hit something. You know what? You bitches out there that got those fucking thick ass fucking walls that are like so far separated that when the dick comes in, you don't even notice it. You're still like watching TV or reading your book. You know, you don't even know if the dick is there.
Like you just been fisted.
Yeah, you're just there, just reading your book. You know, the dick's just knocking at the back of your head, and you're just looking through the book. You know what? At least, you know, put a little bit of enjoyment in for him. Yes. But for you guys there.
Pop your hips.
Something fucking for real. Don't be embarrassed. It's sex. You know, the angels and the spirits and all that are looking at us, fucking laughing at us anyways, or fucking getting enjoyment, or getting off themselves, fucking rubbing their little fucking feather pussies and shit. So, who cares? When you're in that moment, just fucking rock it like you own it. Just fucking move. You know, if you can dance, fucking dance on that dick. If you can't dance, practice on that dick.
Yes,
you know,
look at yourself in the mirror. Get sexy with yourself.
Exactly. Or get into yourself and just go with the rhythm. And I do know a lot of you girls out there are very scared to, like, just let yourself loose. But you know what? Who fucking cares? You live once. Let that shit loose. If you want to go all fucking crazy, psycho, fucking spaz attacks, schizophrenic, fucking seizuring on that dick, fucking do it. Because you know what? I bet that orgasm is fucking intense.
And you'll like it.
Oh, yeah. And you'll like it. And you want to keep doing it again. And you won't be embarrassed because a couple rows down the line, you know, when you're just fucking rocking it, you know what? You'll just straight beast mode that dick and not even give a mad fucking, just ride that shit till it fucking breaks, and then you can take that shit home and fucking crown it because you earned it. So, don't be afraid of your sexuality, and don't be afraid of what happens in the bedroom, because you know what? very rarely, even when people talk about what happens in the bedroom, and even when,
they're not accurate anyway.
Yeah, they're not, and there's some details that aren't going to be said, and even if they are said, it's going to be like on a level of you don't have to worry about it. But it's your sexuality, and it's fucking beautiful.
It is,
and
no
the
matter
ugliness,
what.
and the freakiness, and the nerdiness, retardedness, the loveliness, and the just everything of it is just so
it's
beautiful.
Just who you are.
You know, and that's you down to the core. That's your fucking being down to the core. No matter what it is or how it looks like or how you think it may look, but you know what? Fucking own that shit and fucking rock it because your sexuality is just, it's part of your essence. Find your essence in your fucking sexuality.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be under good circumstances.
Freedom in your fucking spirit. Your soul will be like,
just free it. Just let it go.
Yes.
It's like, I found my sexual freedom after my first boyfriend cheated on me. Like, I went out and had sex with this guy because I wanted to find that again. I had spent my entire time going, oh, you know, I've never fooled around with anyone but, you know, X who's, you know, I've whatever, and oh, I'm just gonna, you know, save it for him. Like, I wanted this guy to be my first, right? He ended up cheating on me with my best friend.
And you're still a virgin.
And I was still a virgin. And I was like, okay, alright.
Because your friend was like, I'll do it up to you.
Exactly.
Pussy calling your name.
Exactly. Like, this bitch, okay, I literally went down to visit him in his town, and she slept with him while we were there. Like, it was even during a school function. Like, I was off doing my project or whatever you want to call it, and she went off and slept with him. And she was telling me the whole time, like, oh, I don't think you should be with him. You know, I think it's a bad choice, blah, blah, blah. Why? Because that bitch was fucking him. So I was like, okay, well, then I'm just going to go out and do the one thing that I know hurts him the most. So I found this guy named DJ. And I was like,
DJs are the best. Fuck yourself a DJ. Women out there.
Fuck yourself
DJ,
a DJ.
Yeah, get you a DJ and straight face fucking, pussy fucking, ass fucking, foot fucking, hand fucking. Do it because those motherfuckers know exactly what they're doing.
This motherfucker, when I lost my virginity, I did not bleed. I was so fully ready. I was just so goddamn turned on, like, the whole time. I was just fucking ready for him. It was fucking great. Like, it was a good fucking experience for me, right? And you fucking whore.
She just dumped her fucking her phone off all this little side people.
But he was like, once we broke up, he was like, whatever, I bet you weren't even a virgin because you didn't even bleed. The second guy that I was
never
with
bled, but you're supposed to bleed.
Second
no,
guy,
I bet you don't.
You don't have to bleed. Like, if they do it right, which he did, because he was 23, he knew how to fuck a girl. So he was like, whatever, you weren't a virgin because you didn't bleed. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, fast forward a year later, I have sex again. This guy, he's 26. He's not as experienced as DJ. He makes me bleed.
Completely
I've had that before.
Right.
Well, because your hymen is about anywhere from 2 to 3 inches in.
Yeah.
You know, and if a dude can't hit that right, because a lot of times if they're, depending on their dick, sometimes they'll fucking straight go up in it, because a hymen is like a little wall of tissue from each side to the vagina, or inside the vaginal wall, and a lot of times they'll go up on it, or sometimes, you know, if they're not long enough or deep enough, or if you have one of those hymens that's far back, sometimes they'll break it. I've got a hymen for you story later. But yeah, there's people that have had sex with their little dick, you know, little dick guys, and never had their hymen broken.
And it
bleed.
doesn't mean you're not a virgin.
It also depends on how thick it is and how much blood's flowing through and how aroused you are. I mean, it's just all kinds of. And this is shit that I had researched before losing my vagina. I knew about hymens and how it breaks. And sometimes you can have your hymen,
too.
And sometimes your I know at the
I did the research.
Yeah, me too.
Right,
me too. 12, 13 years old, reading about virginity and losing hymens and the anatomy of the body. But sometimes, you know, the hymen. I mean, everybody's different. But the hymen, you know, it depends if they break it fully, or if they tear it, or if it, you know, a lot of times, you know, if it's like that straight break of the seal, you know, there's some bleeding. But you know what? You also have I think you have a little bit of a hymen in your ass too, you know, where you that first anal. But you know, but everybody's a little bit different, you know, their anatomy of their body.
It's like, look at this difference. Okay, I was 15, sleeping with a 23-year-old, totally turned on. Like,
how big was his dick?
Really big. Like, he had to have been the biggest dick I'd seen. Like, Chains was pretty big. He was at least 7.5 to 8 inches.
Ooh.
DJ was 8 to 10.
Oh my God, no! I would have been like, I'm going home. I can't fuck with you.
I needed it. Like, he was like, look at this difference, okay? He was sexy. You know, he turned me on. He was a full turn on. He knew everything that I wanted. He was into it. He was into the whole punk rock, you know, innocent girl, whatever. 26-year-old that I slept with hardly turned me on. It was more of just I'm bored and I haven't had sex in a year and I just want to have fun. So 26-year-old versus the 23-year-old. I'm 16 by this time. He's uninventive. He just wants his dick sucked. His dick is about 7 inches. Like, a little girthy, nothing too big, versus a like 8 to 10
a little bit
inch.
above average, because I think average size dick
6 is
the average size dick
average.
is supposed to be between 5 and 7 or
yeah.
what was it, 5 and 7 or 4 and 6 depending on like the whole build of the body.
Exactly. So like look at this difference. 8 to 10 inch dick did not break my hymen. Why? Because I was enjoying what we were doing. You know, I was fully ready. My body was ready. Whatever.
So they're probably, the blood flow was probably
exactly.
Just, yeah.
It was just perfect. Versus this 26-year-old who had about like 6 to 7 inch cock. A little girthy, nothing huge. You know, we came down to his basement and out of nowhere my pants are off and we're having sex. Like, of course I'm going to bleed. Like, I'm nowhere near ready.
Yep. Like,
you're just doing it for you. You're not doing it for me. Versus this other dude who was like, worshipping my body, like, oh my god, you're so curvy, oh my god, you're so hot, oh my god, you're so beautiful, I want you, I want you, I want you. Having your hymen broken does not mean you've lost your virginity. Having your virginity taken and not bleeding doesn't mean you're not a virgin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and the same thing goes, like, when you're really into it, your pussy gets, like, that extra wetness.
Right.
You know, and your pussy, it just kind of, like, widens up because it widens up because it wants to, like, swallow the dick. It's just waiting for that right
it's just
rubbing and that
right.
just, like, that vibration of the, the dick on it, and then it just grasps onto it. Because, I've had sex to where it was just, like, tight. I've had sex to where it was just, like, sometimes that pussy gets so extra wet and slick, there's no friction, and that friction is nice. That's when you gotta take the dick out. Kind of play with the pussy a little bit, get a little bit wet, and then put it back in. Positions also play a fucking part in it, too. Also depends on the size of your dick, but you're right, when it comes to losing your virginity, there's, like, that physical loss of virginity, the first time you ever had a dick enter to your pussy, and then you get the whole hymen breakage, because I know somebody who had been with Mexicans, really small dick, and when I say small dick, I'm talking, like, no more from 2 inches, 3 inches, little itty bitty dick, but like the big Mexicans, to where when they get their dick in, it's just basically like a little French tickler, been with that for years, and they came, had babies, but the hymen, C-sections, never had the hymen actually broken, get with a white dude, like one of those like rocker type fucking tattooing type fucking white dudes with a fucking nice nine, and this is a true story, 19-inch fucking just dick, just getting up in there, just rocking it, breaking the hymen, blood everywhere, it just all depends. Circumstances are different because, we are all very different and unique in our own ways, especially when it comes to our sexuality, especially when it comes to our pussy and our dicks, because it's kind of like snowflakes. We're all fucking snowflakes.
Exactly.
We're all, it's like the same breed, but just different designs of that breed,
So you can't go around like judging people, just saying like, oh, you're not a virgin, you're a virgin, because you will never know that. You will never know the status of somebody because it's all different. It's all different.
Yeah, and it also depends on where your hymen's placed, the blood flow. It's just so much fucking scientific anatomy in there with it. But the first time I lost my virginity, I did bleed. Now to go on loss of virginity, we're gonna go to the other hole. Like
the other hole.
The rabbit, the backdoor rabbit hole, now, like anal, like I have to be in the mood for anal. It's sometimes it's the height, but like the first time, okay, the second time I ever had sex in my life, which was a couple nights after losing my virginity, with the same guy, and we're doing a doggy style, and he decides to just straight, and when I say throw it in my ass, I mean like straight fucking picture that fucking major leagues, bam, in my ass, doing a doggy style, just right position, just threw it right in there. I could not walk straight for fucking 2 days. I remember going to school the next day, and I had to like ease into my desk.
No.
Blood fucking spotting on my ass every time I wiped. I was scared to eat because I didn't want to have to take a shit, and just straight. It was like and you know what? And here's the thing. You natives motherfuckers out there really do like to sneak that shit in there. And I've heard stories of other bitches too talk about how
I fucking agree. Like,
thank you. This is probably like the 20th person. Like for real, they'll just be doing it, and then they just want to just slam it into your ass. And like a lot of the natives are like,
oh, wrong hole.
No, they don't even say that. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just like, damn, they're trying to go with it. So the second time I ever had sex, we're doing dog shot, and the shit's pretty nice size. I mean, it's nice. We're 8 inches or so around in there, and we're 15, 16 years old. Well, I was 14. Second time I ever had sex, and we're doing doggy style, and I'm just, it's very intense. It's so intense for me, I can't even enjoy it because it's so fucking intense.
Yeah.
And he throws it in my fucking ass. I swear to God, they probably heard me in the next date over. Like, what the fuck is that? Or they probably
SpongeBob. I heard a disturbance in the universe.
Yeah, for real, the universe straight stopped. They're like, wait a minute, what the fuck? We need to investigate that shit. Fucking, can we get start spraying together? And for real, through my ass, it was just too much. It was just too much. And then
that's fucking crazy.
Second time, and then the second time I ever had anal sex. So the first couple of times I ever had anal sex was like one of those like, I'm just gonna go ahead and sneak us in this fucking hole here. No flashlight, no lube, no nothing, And so the second time I had sex, native guy, Josh Blackcrow. I gotta be in love with him since fucking junior high. So sexy. He was like had this, I don't know, just not like the greatest like GQ looking, but he had this sex appeal that just oozed. Ooh, I just a picture of him. And so we're doing it. And he's not that big. He's probably like 5 inches around in there. And we're doing doggy style, and you know what? I've learned my lesson doing doggy style with you motherfucking natives. And so he throws it in my fucking ass. But thank God he was a little bit on the smaller side, not compared to fucking Montelo. Oh, you Montelos. And threw it in my ass, and I'm just like, really? Really? This motherfucker. So the first 2 times ever, and this was like the second time me and him ever had sex, he throws it in my fucking ass. I'm just like, so then I remember being with this one, we're just going to call him Triple Swords, that's his last name. He's kind of like that mixture of native and Japanese, just sexy. One of those natives that had like the blue eyes and kind of blanche colored, golden colored hair, who dated like black girls, and who told me that I wasn't black enough for him because he likes black girls. But anyways, he had a nice thick, not too long, maybe like 6 and a half, but really super thick, and he's kind of a smaller guy, 6'7", 6'8", just riding him, and he tries to do, throws it in the ass like, motherfucker, that fucking asshole tightened up, fucking closed out like Fort Knox. But real, the guards came out like, I don't fucking think so.
Not tonight.
Yeah, not tonight, motherfucker. Because you gotta let me know. You don't know if I'm gonna eat fucking Taco Bell that night. You don't know if I'm gonna eat Chinese. You don't know if I just got on the, for real, you just don't be throwing that shit in the ass because you don't know what the fuck.
That shit is dirty.
For real, whenever, if I'm in the mood to have, like, sometimes it's gotta be that moment where you just can do it. But a lot of times, like, when I'm like mentally and sexually in the mood to have like anal, I will straight make sure the fucking back cave is clean. For all you bats gotta go out. Let me fucking clean that shit. Let me do that shit.
Let me chill with
myself. Let me make sure that I'm eating right that night. Make sure like I said, Taco Bell and shit like that. So you can't just be throwing it in. But yes, I've learned my lesson with fucking native motherfuckers.
The dude that so he was like 33, right, and I'm 17, and like this was one of my first like dom relationships that I had, right. So we were just experimenting in bondage, right. Luckily, the night that he decided to like try to do that, I wasn't tied up. Like I thank my lucky stars. So he had my wrists behind my back, and he was holding onto it tight. And this was when I was smaller, so I didn't have a whole lot of weight. But when that motherfucker, like, he was fucking me, and he just pulled out, and like, he slammed it, like, tried to just shove it in my ass, and I was like, no, like, I was not having it. I threw my ass back against him, and I threw him across the room. Like, he was not prepared. He did not know.
Caught him off guard.
Right, because I'd always been submissive. I'd always been like, okay, yes, sir,
well, you
no,
guys
sir.
are submissive.
Right, so I was all gentle. He didn't know how strong I was. But when this motherfucker, like, I had never felt that
much.
much.
His dick.
Yes, he wasn't that big, but it's just, like, it's the principle. Like, he just tried to straight shove it in there, and it's like, you need lube, you need to be protected, you need to make sure that shit is clean. He just tried shoving that in there, and I was like, no. I threw my ass back against him. He flew against the wall. I got my ass up, and it punched him in the face. I was like, don't you ever fucking do that to me again. Like, you cannot sneak up on me.
Let me tell you something, a little hint to you, letting out a little girly secret here. We can tell whether it's done innocently or accidentally when you're fucking trying to put it in the ass. We can tell when you're purposely trying to put it in the ass. Because then when you fumble around with it, especially with the head of it.
We feel every inch of it.
Yeah, we can tell. We can totally tell. We can tell when it's done instantly or not.
That was not an accident. He straight up took it from inside of me, rubbed it on my ass, and then tried to push it into me. Like, he tried. So, but he just didn't know how strong I was. Because, like, I can squat 300. Like, I can squat 300 fucking pounds. Like,
yeah, hell yeah, fucking just
like, don't bother me,
press
dude.
a fucking galaxy.
Exactly, my ass shut down on that so fast. He could not put it in me. I was like, no, shut down. Like, that is over. And
the guards come out.
He wasn't even angry that I punched him. He knew he deserved it. He fucking knew he deserved it. Because I told him, like, I trust you. I'm going into submissive mode because I trust you with my body. If you want to have anal sex, you need to talk to me about it. You can't just fucking do it. That's ridiculous. And it's painful. And it's unsanitary for all parties. Like, you could get a fucking urinary tract infection.
And who the fuck wants all that fucking dirty ass doo-doo on your dick anyways?
Yeah, like, I'm not going to suck your dick. Yeah, I know. Like, if I've cleaned my ass myself and you've put it in me,
then we can go from pussy to ass to pussy. But if you're just doing that in
there. Truffle butter?
Right.
Nobody. Yeah, I yeah,
water.
you're not putting that shit back in my fucking pussy, and you're not putting that shit anywhere near me. You know, it's like, you need to be, and I know you dudes, you know, like, be dirty, rough, whatever, but us girls, we think about that shit, because I'm telling you right now, I don't want no fucking poop play. I don't want no poop play on my pussy, on my ass, your fingers, your dick.
No scat.
Nothing.
No.
Exactly.
No.
You need to be thinking
Better
about
be
that shit.
sanitary.
Yes.
God.
Yes. Let me make sure that asshole's nice and squeaky fucking clean.
Right. Like, I want to present
Spread those
that
cheeks.
shit.
Spread those cheeks and see if they sparkle.
Right. Like, I don't,
and then
I
get
don't wanna
permission
be
to
taken
fucking.
off
You need to ring the doorbell that buzzes down to the fucking penthouse apartment and be like, "Can I
Right.
please come in?"
Right. I need 36 hours. I need my asshole bleached.
Yep.
I need it flushed out with sweet water. Like, I can't just on the spot.
Like the fucking porn stars do, they fucking get poop on the dick, and they're just like, okay, just go wash it off, we'll be back.
I know that. Cut! We need some fluffers, get some wash, you know. Yeah.
I know, you ready? Is it okay?
Yeah, but we know when you're trying to fucking come in that shit fucking bag alleyway. We can tell. So, we're going to take a little break here. We're about, about an hour into our casting, and my daughter over here fucking checking out dude. That's where I got this little thing for. Yeah. Give me the iPhone and fucking drop kick that motherfucker out
He's
the door.
cute. He looks like an ugly cute.
Let me see here.
He's an ugly cute. You know what I mean? Like a sexy ugly.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to be one of those lazy motherfuckers that wants you to do all the work in bed. Just look at this picture and... Yeah, I don't know. Depends on how his voice sounds and all that.
Let me show you this other guy.
Well, so anyways, we're going to take a little break here. Like I said, we're about an hour in. I am Electrical Essence, and I'm here with the fiery Luna, the fiery sexual fucking Aries in your fucking face, just running into you, just raw and dirty. Also,
if you don't drink that, I'm going to drink that.
Me too, I was thinking the same thing. And also, the Electrical Essence here who, you know what, sexuality is just such a beautiful thing, and it's such a lovely topic, and here with Big Pimpin', here also known as Triple C. We're going to take a little break here, and we'll get back to you here very shortly. And thank you for joining us tonight on our drunk podcasting night. This has actually been a very good topic, and all you boys out there, take some fucking notes. All right, we are back. All right, and we are going to go ahead and do a close here on our drunk podcasting tonight, and the topic, which happened to be the ruler of all discussions tonight, and the only discussion tonight, seems like, is sex, fucking, dick, pussy, assholes, everything, you name it, it's there. Just pretty much from the perspective of, our perspective and our experiences, and so it's been a pretty good night. I mean, I'm pretty fucked up. Really fucked up. Fucked up, like
drunk there.
Like really fucked up, like
I haven't even drank that yet.
I would have been out tonight, like at least 6 motherfuckers would have been molested tonight.
At least 6.
at the least. We're not going to count 3 of them because those are just test runs. So anyways, I'm Electrical Essence. We got the fiery Luna, and then we've got Big Pimpin', Big Bitchin', also known as Triple C, who happens to be my daughter, but oh God, I'm a horrible mother. But anyway, at least she's over 18, so that makes it all
she's
good.
Over 18.
So yeah.
No, I'm 12.
Yeah, but if you've seen it, you're like, no, that bitch is 30. But anyways, so tonight we've been talking about sex and fucking and our experiences, our anal and our pussy fucking virgin experiences, hymen, the working of the motion. I mean, we've talked about a lot of stuff today, but there's so much more because sex is one of those sex itself is a universe within a universe that is so massive, so big that, you can see the stars shine so fucking bright even long after they've orgasmed. So, and we'd like to thank you tonight for joining us on this very in-depth and in detail and that raw, fucking it with no condom type fucking discussion of the sexual topic, bringing it to you from the true and from the depths of like just that raw, nitty-gritty experience of discussion on sex. It's been great. We're going to actually do this we can do this drunk or sober, so don't get us fucking twisted, okay? All right, we got, like, some very strong sexual beings in this house. Now, just to touch this on an astrological note, because me being Electrical Essence, also known as Aquarian Essence, and an astrologer and numerologist, I have to bring a little bit of that in tonight before we close. I am a rising Cancer, Sun Cancer, Sun in Aquarius and Moon in Cancer. So, rising Cancer, Sun, Aquarius, and Moon in Cancer. So, of course, that Cancer energy, we all know that Cancer bitches, it's for a lot of you, it's all about that relationship, that experience, but most of the Cancers I know are very sexual, very structured, and very founded into their whole being of the sexuality. And, there is yet a Cancer bitch that I have not met who hasn't experienced and know themselves sexually. So all you Cancers out there, you bitches fucking rock because you know how to rock that fucking dick and you ain't fucking ashamed of it. And then we've got the fiery Luna here, who was an Aries. And also, I think your moon is, you might have to double check on that, but you have a
Moon and Leo.
moon in Leo. Oh my
Yeah.
God. So no wonder you're like being at home and don't like to get out too much unless it's on your own terms. It explains. So, oh yeah, that's right, because in Vedic, you're a Cancer moon. And we all know that Cancer and water signs are very mystical. They can do that. Water signs fill that realm and bring it into them. Fire burns through that realm and they can see it. So it's like fire signs are looking in, they can see, and then water signs, they just kind of flow into that other realm. But yeah, so we got Sun in Aries, Moon in Leo, and then we've got a rising Gemini. So we've got like that mental, intellectual, on that rising, and then her sun is just like that fire. Bam, that was her first. I'm going to do this first. It's all about me first. My decision first. I'm going to do it my way, no way first. Those are Aries all for you. And then we got that moon in Leo, who the moon in Leo is the opposite of the sun in Leo. Sun in Leo is like me, center of attention. I'm the actor. All eyes on me, infinite. Where the moon in Leo is like, I want to be secure in my own surrounding, my own hut, my own being. I want to be at home. They're very homebody-ish. They want to be comfort, and they want to be able to feel at home. And they're not a lot about like that whole being out in the sun. They're more of the moon type aspect, because you think the moon is at night. You're comfortable in your jammies and you're just flowing and doing your own thing. That's the moon in Leo. Now the sun in Leo is like, bam, fucking diva star status. Everybody listen to me. Fuck you. Look at me. Cameras. Ting, 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 ting. Pictures. So it's like that opposite. So moon in Leo is very more laid back and about having fun in their comfortability, where sun in Leo is like, fuck being comfortable. Let's do this shit. So Luna's got that moon in Leo. My daughter here, I just have to say, transmutating, beautiful fucking creature, dark chocolate all the way. I love her. She is sun in Leo, moon in Leo, Mercury in Leo, rising Scorpio. So Scorpio bitch, she's a nasty fucking bitch. She's on her way to be that nasty fucking porn bitch. So she's got that moon in Leo. So of course she likes that comfortability. Luna being an Aries, that's all sexual anyway, so we even got to touch on that. And then we've got Cece, her moon is in the 10th house. Luna's moon is in the 11th house, which is the original house of Aquarius. Very networking. That bitch can network that pussy through some dick and some pussy. You know what? It's all the same, right? It's like that experience, that networking. Aquarius says, we treat everybody equally. Pussy, dick, orgasm is all the fucking same. Love it. Love that her whole sun is in my ruling house, or my original house of 11, the 11th house of Aquarius. I am, like I said, a Cancer rising, and my moon is a Cancer, and I'm an Aquarius sun, completely full engulfed in my Aquarian essence. But my sun and Mercury happen to be in the 8th house of Scorpio. So we are working with a lot of Scorpionic fucking energy, that sexual, that death. I'm going to fucking just commit suicide while having fucking sex so I can come back and be like, bam, rebirth again into something new so I can do it all over again in that next orgasm. So we got a lot of Scorpio energy here. And then in Vedic, I know that she is definitely, she's a rising Taurus in Vedic. Taurus is a very sexual, deep, just inbound in their sexuality, because they pull that energy from their opposite of Scorpio. So Taurus is that 2nd house, Scorpio is the 8th house, and Scorpios and Taurus, they look at each other, and Taurus is like, you know what? I'm going to, take some of that energy of that sexual rebirth and all of that. And I'm just going to pull it up in here and bring it at home, where Scorpio's like, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take that morals and values and that high standard, and I'm going to put it in the dark and make it all about myself, but just keeping it behind a wall. And you can go ahead and take my sexuality, but I'm going to take your strength, and I'm going to take all that and take that sexuality and just round it in, so like share that energy. So of course, and then with being an Aries, what? Aries are very sexual beings within themselves. They're the first of everything. So of course, they're the first to fuck, the first to think of sexuality, the first to light that fire. And then of course that Gemini, Gemini is that very versatile, all over the place. And Cece's showing me a picture of a big ass fucking dick that scares me. Oh my God, mommy.
That looks good.
Oh my fucking, no, it does not look good. It looks like it fucking hurts. I'm already choking on it just thinking of it in my pussy.
That's I don't have to ride it long.
I know, it's like, I'm like 30 seconds okay for you? Yeah.
10 minutes, okay.
Not even 10 minutes. You white boys out there be fucking packing, making black dudes looking like,
Break it off.
looking like they're still trying to hit puberty and shit. So, again, rising Scorpio, rising Gemini, rising Cancer, and Vedic. I'm a rising Gemini, and she's a rising Taurus, and she's a rising Libra. So we got a lot of kind of a mixed energy here, but that 10th and 11th and 8th house placement. 10th is like that sun in the high sky. 8th house is that deep, dark, dirty. And that 11th house is like, hey, everybody, let's get in line and do the shit. Fucking, that's porn star status to me. Is like 11th house where you're networking your pussy through shit.
I guess I gotta be
and that 10th house, that's also a little bit of a porn star
like
status. You know what, Cece, you need to put that dick away. all this sex talk has got her all riled up. I need to go get the fucking hose for real. For real. You know, I wish the fucking kitchen sink would fucking reach in here.
I need an enema. No.
You know what? We definitely need to end here tonight because my daughter is, you know what? This is horrible. Horrible. Just, you know, I'm a bad mom, but you know what?
No, I don't think
you know
it's
what?
a bad mom.
No.
It's an embracing mom.
Yeah.
You gotta embrace the life. You don't know what you're gonna get.
You know what? At least it's there and it's on the table. I know what's fucking going on, and I see the cards that are playing before me. But you know what? I love my daughter, and I'm glad that she's explored that sexuality, and she can share that with me, and I can be, you know, not only educational, but also, you know, that knowledgeable force for her to be able to learn and also to do her own thing. But you know what? I'm an air sign Aquarius dealing with a fiery fucking Aquarius or Aries and a, you know, I can't even say fiery, more than explosive fucking nuclear bomb fucking Leo. Being, you know, that
fucking
sun, moon, and fucking Mercury and Leo. Oh my God, please help me because this fucking Leo bitch is crazy. And then, and everybody thinks that the Aries is crazy who had her fucking third eye fucking cracked open, but no. She's probably the most sanest motherfucker in this room, the most grounded, and she, yeah. So, you know, I love this Aries. She's probably my most favorite, ultimate favorite of sexual embraced beings. You know, I bet in the past life she was that sexual energy that was just going from house to house being BAM! Sex. BAM! Orgasm. BAM! Pants off, you know.
15?
And I do have to touch back on the whole, you know what, when she's fucking and doing her thing with her guys or whatever, you know, those spirits come in and they're just like watching, taking pictures, they're texting God like, you gotta check this shit out, you know, because you know God right now is in Sagittarius, you know, at the Galactic Center, and he's, you know, he's trying to upload all this information, and he gets a fucking text, you know, looking at it as the fucking archangels like, check out fucking Luna and this dick, you know, and they're all tag teaming out, you know, with that sexual energy for she's orgasming, they're, you know, just tag teaming. I was like, you know, feel experience because, you know, we do get possessed by those angelic spirits and those demonic spirits. The demons are just like, you know what, that's too much for us. Too dark, too deep. We're just gonna go home and eat some fucking popcorn, some Netflix because this bitch is too raw. Yeah, for real. She got the demons fucking running on the sexuality. For real. Like, if she would have been in The Exorcist and she would have been that little girl that got possessed, they would have jumped in that body and be like, oh, hell no! And can't even handle it because I was like, yeah, that's her. This the sexuality of this. You know, if I could package this shit and fucking sell it out, you know what? That's a thought about. You know, we'll discuss that later. But if I could package this shit out and for real, just sell just like an ounce of it to anybody that fucking needs it, we would be the rulers of this fucking earth because this bitch has so much fucking sexuality. I bet she can fucking produce and mass produce over and take the energy to the next fucking galaxy over. For real. They'd be like, have you heard about that Luna bitch? Here, try some of this shit. Take a drop of that. We're going to party all fucking night long. You better call into work tomorrow, motherfucker.
Who needs Viagra?
I know. Who needs Viagra when you can fucking take a bottle of this shit will last you an eternity. For real. After death, they'll fucking take little drops and shit. They're like, fuck heaven. I'm going to give me some fucking Luna orgasm. Oh, I love this bitch. Like, I love her. The sexuality alone, you know what? This is... my soulmate sexual connection is her. This is it. But I do have another person, too, that I connect very soundly on that sexual level. But you know what? If we can connect on that sexual level, you got my heart, you got my clit, you got my orgasm forever. Because you know what? That sexual... anybody that's so comfortable and so knowing and on that higher vibration of that sexual experience and knows their foundation and is trying to reach to the tops, you know, and trying to, you know, basically reach out for God's hand and be like, I need to hold this motherfucker while I wet this fucking sheets up. I love you guys. You guys are the fucking best. Luna, any closing thoughts or anything that you want to tell out to anybody before we end here? She's gonna say keep fucking. Keep fucking keep the orgasm.
Really, find that fucking orgasm. That's literally it. You gotta be comfortable with yourself. You have to know how to strum that guitar. Like, you gotta know how to get in.
And if it's a bass one, strum it deep.
Yeah, you have to find yourself. You have to know who you are, and if you don't know who you are, that's why you can't come.
You know, and if you have to find who you are through your sexuality, you know what, you're probably gonna get into a nympho or a porn star, but that's okay because you know I will buy your DVDs. I will watch you on X videos. I will straight Pornhub your ass if you know what the fuck you're doing, even if you don't and you're loving it. I'm loving it.
Yes.
You know, we might have to do a like actual visual, like a video. You know, not you know. I don't know. I'm very animated for real. I'm a black girl who talks like a fucking Italian. You know, if I was to sit on my hands, I'd be fucking mute. But this was amazing. This was fun. We're definitely going to have a lot more sexual segments because there's so much we can talk about. So many topics, so many experiences, especially between me and Luna. I mean, for real, we probably fucked our way half through the world. No, not that bad. I was half the United States.
It's not. It's really that bad though.
Well, for her, maybe for her, probably about like, I don't know.
I'm 22 and I've lost count.
She's 22 and lost count.
I'm clean though. I'm safe.
Yeah, disease free. Never had to worry about it. No pill film shots. Yeah.
Right. I go to the doctor like a good healthy human being.
Well, I'm not single, but when I was single, I was very, big into condoms. I remember the first time I started fucking without condoms, I was like, damn, so this is the difference. I don't see why these fucking whore ass bitches be like, fuck the condom.
Always been.
I've had sex a total of like 10 times with a condom. I make sure that they're clean. Like I ask them, I'm like, when was the last time you went to get an STD
I can count on one hand how many guys I've like fucked around with like no condom, but
I've been lucky.
She has been lucky because you know what? Because those people in the other veil, those spirits and shit like that, we can't let this bitch get no disease or no STDs because then she'll be out of commission and we won't be able to tag them in and experience it. For real, they're just like, boop, you're good. Yeah, so.
I've been lucky.
Yeah, it's real. I've been lucky too. I've been very lucky.
Make sure you use condoms.
Yeah, but I've been lucky. I've been, I screen who I fuck and, and if it's one of those, like, I know it's going to be one night or one of those meetings, women. Keep those keep some magnums, keep some regular sized ones, and if you get with one of those little dick motherfuckers that can't wear a condom, there's always foreplay because you can definitely get off. Because there has been some dudes that were so fucking small. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get off with it in my pussy, so let me just get off with it some other way, or yeah. But again, we're gonna be doing this again real soon, probably sooner than you think. This has been just absolutely wonderful and. You know what? The true spirituality in life is connected to your sexual being. So again, I'm Electrical Essence, and we got the Fiery Luna, and we've got the Big Pimpin', Big Bitchin'.
She fucking threw the face of it, through the front of it.
And they're all cut off from drinking. I'm cut off from drinking. I'm going to stagger my ass out of here, and I am going to go...
You don't get a blanket tonight.
I'm going to go take a shower, and I'm going to rape my boyfriend tonight. I'm going to try to. That ornery motherfucker will probably end up raping me and throw me into some third world country. Well, anyways, you guys have a good night, and it's been fun. All right, you guys. Thank you, and you guys have a good night.
You'd be like, she left.
Yes, I left and been fucked dry and thrown into a third world country.
The car isn't gone.
Raping. Hopefully, you know what? Don't ever no, maybe not so much fucking car if I ever get raped in a third world country. All right, good night.